Morning, my dear students. Hope you all are fine. And so today I'm here with the next organic series, that is fast track revision series for the aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid. So this is the lecture number 1, and hope you will get the things clear. Whatever the concept was left behind, it was not clear in that during those lecture. So now it will be clear. So let's start with the video. And first we will go understand that part A, that is aldehyde and ketones. After that we will go for the carboxylic acid. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. In aldehyde, the carbonyl group CO is bonded to carbon and hydrogen, while in ketones it is bonded to two carbon atoms. So that's why we can say simply that aldehydes are primary carbonyl compounds, yes, and ketones are the secondary carbonyl compound. This is secondary carbonyl compound as it is attached with the two carbon directly. Okay, so this is RCHO, and we can see that ketone is RCO, C double bond O R. Okay, now nature of carbonyl group. So the carbon and oxygen of the carbonyl group are sp2 hybridized, and the carbonyl double bond contains one oxygen bond and one sigma oxygen bond and one pi bond. Yes, this is sigma, not oxygen, one sigma bond and one pi bond. So this is, and they are polar in nature also, we say polar. Yes, we can see that this is whether it is aldehyde or ketone, it is like this. So the carbon is sp2 hybridized, and the bond angle will be, if it is sp2, obviously 120-degree bond angle is there. Okay, and since the double bond is there, so that can break on the oxygen side because of more electronegativity. So carbon can be polar cation, carbocation, and this will be oxygen charge, negative charge. So we can say that the polar nature also. Okay, and that also be mentioned like this. Now the next thing, the electronegativity of oxygen is much higher than that of carbon, so their electron cloud is shifted towards the oxygen, that I have told you. Therefore CO bond is polar also in the nature, polar in nature, and carbon is an electrophilic center because positive charge is coming out. So yani ki nucleophile is going to come on this, so that's why it will be considered as electrophilic center. And the carbonyl oxygen is nucleophilic center, that means the electrophile is going to come on this part, so that's why it will be considered as nucleophilic center. Clear? Okay, now IUPAC name in nomenclature, and that is, though I think you people are expert in this. So then also let's start with this. Aldehyde in IUPAC name, suffix E of alkane is replaced by suffix Al. That means alkanal. It becomes alkanal. Yes. In ketones, the IUPAC system of the suffix E of alkane is replaced by -one. That means it becomes alkanone. Yes. Now write the structure of the following compound. Some PYQs here. So 3-oxopentanal. So this is, I think nomenclature is clear. So that's why I'm doing like directly with the question only. I'm not giving you explanation that what are the way and what are the method. Like, so this is 3-oxopentanal. Let me tell you one important thing, that CHO, if it is used as suffix and if it is prefix, there is a certain things for to know. If CHO, if carbon is included in main chain. Okay, then suffix we will use al, and as a prefix, if it is, we will use that oxo. Okay, similarly, if is not included, if not included in main chain, then it will be as a suffix, it will be used carbaldehyde, and as prefix it will be used formyl. Clear? So I hope it is clear. Let's start with the question. It is 3-oxopentanal. So first find the root word, that is pentane, and the suffix is al. So that means this is quite clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it will be CHO one side. Okay, now third position 3. So when CHO is included in main chain and used as prefix, then we say oxo. So that means this carbon is इन्हीं किसी carbon पे से group will be attached. Okay. इवन फॉर द CHO और CO दोनों के लिए यूज करते हैं हम ऑक्सो. ऑक्सो प्रेफिक्स जो होता है दैट कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर कीटोन आल्सो. Okay, so 1 2 3 double bond oxygen you give it, and so this is the structure of 3-oxopentanol. Can see that? Yes. Now the next question is 1-phenyl pentane 1-one. So first find the root word. This is the root word, and then this is a suffix. So okay, just 1 2 3 4 5 and one position pe double bond O. So ye ketone cannot be at the first position, isn't it? But here it is written, so just go for that ki kya hai aage. And then 1-phenyl is also, yes. So on this carbon we will add the phenyl group. So this is called 1-phenyl pentanone. And it out in this, yes, you can see that. Okay, now the next thing is 4-chloropentane. I have to erase all this, otherwise it won't be visible. So just wait. So here it is 4-chloropentane 2-one. So again you just write this pentane 2-one. So here it is, and then 4 position pe chloro. So 1 2 3 4. It is so easy. Yes, we can say like this. Done. Okay, now the next thing is write IUPAC name of the following. If the structure is given, you are supposed to write the name. So here is the functional group C double bond O and the primary suffix, that is double bond. So you just tell me from this side, if we will start our counting, it is coming at the second position, and from this side if I am starting counting, so this is also coming at the second position. So which will get priority? Whether this double bond will get priority, or this double bond will get priority, or this functional group will get priority. So I have told you, when the functional group and double bond both are there, then the functional group will get the priority. 1 2 3 4 5. So the structure will be 4-methyl, then pent 3-ene 2-one. Got it? 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one. So this is the structure. And the one thing you have to keep in your mind, that between this number and word there should be hyphen always. Okay, word and number के बीच में हमेशा hyphen होना चाहिए. And if we use multiple prefix, then in between there will be comma. Okay, so now the next structure is C2H5 and this is O. Now think of it कि क्या होगा. So this one is the going to be main chain. It is quite clear. Yes. So what will be the name? Cyclohexanone, isn't it? And if I am starting, like, I have to give the preference to this also. So that means 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is going to be 2-ethyl cyclohexanone. One position, no need to mention, because functional group is at one position. So 2-ethyl cyclohexanone. And it out. Now the third question is CH3. This is so simple. Obviously the counting will start from the functional group. That is, it is going to be 1 2 3 4 5, isn't it? So here it is 3-methyl pentanol. 3-methyl pentanol. And it out in this. And the last question is, that is these all are PYQs. आया हुआ questions. Okay, so here the same way we have done like this. ये चीज़ यहाँ पे भी है, but this time it will be propanone. Yes, 1 2 3. So what we will say, 1-phenyl propane 1-one, isn't it? This is also called propiophenone. Common name is propiophenone. Propiophenone. Okay, this is common name, not the IUPAC name. Sometime it can be asked that write the structure of propiophenone. So in that way you can say. Okay, few more questions I'm giving you as for example. Suppose that this is okay. So these are the 6 names. Just fatafat we will name it. In this case you can see that there are the 3 CHO, and there is no way by which we can consider all the 3 CHO as a functional, as in the main chain. Yes, we cannot count all these CHO in the same, in the like main chain. one CHO at any cost, it has to be branch. So this is not possible. Okay, if all the three are same and all the three cannot be treated as a suffix, so what we will do, we will leave all the three. So just leave it, and this is starting counting it from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this is 6. Sorry, this is 6. Okay, so the root word is of 6 carbon. So what we will write? Hex. Okay, and single bond, so hexane. Now what for CHO? Should it be ul? Is it tri-ul? It shouldn't be. Why? Because CHO is not included in the main chain. So if CHO is a functional group, okay, and not treated in the main chain, then what terms we are supposed to use? Carbaldehyde. Yes, so we will write that 1, 2, 3 tricarbaldehyde. And it out in this. Okay, chali. Next question. In this case, if I'm starting out counting from this point, 1, 2, 3, 3 with CHO group. Sorry, will it be 3? Or from here only we will start? Here only we can start. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I'll start our counting from this point, 1, 2, 3. So anyhow, the CO group is coming on the third position. So you just tell me which one will get priority, whether the CHO will get priority or the CO group will get priority. CHO group, first there are the two reasons. CHO because it is having high molecular mass, so that's why also. And second thing, CHO is at the first position, so obviously this will get more priority. Yes. Okay, so what will be the name? This is going to be 2, and this group is ethyl, so we'll say 2-ethyl. So one is functional group, the other will be treated as a prefix, isn't it? So this ketone group will be treated as prefix. So this is 3, and ketone as a prefix, what we use? Oxo. So we'll say that 2-oxo, and then the root word, that is pentane, and CHO, so that's why ul. And it out in this. Okay, now the next question. In this case, just check from which one will get priority. This CHO, if I'll start counting from this point, it is also at the first position, and this is also at the first position. So which will get priority? We know that carboxylic acid will be the the group, highest group, the senior group, or that's why it will get more priority. So we'll start counting from this point. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5. CHO is included in the main chain. So what will be the name? This is 4-methyl, so for sure this CH3 is as the branch. So 4-methyl. Now this will also be treated as a prefix because ये अकेला functional group होगा यहाँ पे. So 5. What will be 5 position, and what will be the prefix used for this? CHO group कौन से prefix हम इसके लिए use करेंगे? So this is if the CHO group, the carbon is included in the main chain, but it is treated as prefix. So oxo. Yes, oxo, and the root word is pentanoic acid. And it out in this. All these things you have done since class 11th you are doing, so I hope you will get it very easily now. Yes, this one is, what will be the name for this compound? Can you think of it? So let me first tell me this compound, and then we will go for this one, and then we'll go for this. Tell me. Here the CHO is, there is no way to include this carbon in the main chain. Yes, so we cannot say. So what will this is cyclohexane, and CHO is, the carbon is not included in the main chain. So what term we will use? Carbaldehyde. So we'll say that cyclohexane carbaldehyde. Some students will write cyclohexanol. That will be 110% wrong. Because cyclohexanol you are saying. Hexanol, that means there should be only 6 carbon, isn't it? But you check the carbon over here. It is total 7. So it cannot be cyclohexanol. If you are writing, let me write over here. If you are writing the cyclohexanol, it is going to be 200% wrong. Okay. Now this one. So this will be treated as a branch over here. Counting will be start from this way, 1, 2, and this will be treated as a branch. So what we'll say, 2, and this is group. This group is, so 2-cyclohexyl, and the root word is ethane, and the functional group is written over there. So ethanol. Now think of it. So this CHO is going to be treated as prefix, or this ketone. CHO right now we have done here, yes. So this one, you just include this one, ye pura part, what it will be? Same, yes. So cyclohexane carbaldehyde, yes. What about the CO group? That is going to be prefix at which position? So this is this is cyclohexane carbonate. So 1, 2 it will be. Got it? Not from here. We don't mark it from here. This whole is cyclohexane carbonate. So 2 position pe we will add. So this is 2 oxo. Okay? Cyclohexane carbonate. Achha, one more question is left. Let me write this question. This is, yes, and the CHO group is over here. So now tell me the name. So on both sides the COH group is there. Yes. So we can start from any side. But if you check the CHO group, from this side it is coming at 1, 2, and from this side it is coming as 1, 2, 3. So obviously counting will be like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. What will be the root word? This is butane. Yes, dioic acid. Butane dioic acid. At which position? I forgot to write, so that will be considered as wrong. So let me write butane 1,4-dioic acid. What about the CHO group? The CHO group is prefix, but the carbon is not included in the main chain. So what term we will use? Formyl. So that's why 2,4-formyl butane 1,4-dioic acid. I hope all these things are clear. Yes. So now move to next part, and that is preparation of aliphatic aldehydes and ketones. So first is by oxidation of alcohols. We know that alcohol, whenever it undergoes oxidation, it will give you aldehyde. So aldehyde and ketones are generally prepared by oxidation of primary and secondary alcohols respectively. This is the one thing important to be learned, that primary alcohol will give you aldehyde, while the secondary alcohol will give you the ketones. Got it? So if primary alcohol undergoes oxidation, it will give you aldehyde, and whether the secondary alcohol on oxidation, it will give you ketones. Yes. So like this, RCH2OH, CrO3, and it will give you RCHO, and for ketone it is, for secondary alcohol it is ketone. Okay, note, the PCC can also be used. It stands for pyridinium chlorochromate. It is an equimolar mixture of chromium oxide, HCl, and pyridine. This is called PCC. Okay, it is used to oxidize primary alcohol to aldehyde and secondary alcohol to ketone, and it can be used, as I said, but this one is the most appropriate for allylic alcohol, or allylic alcohol, whether it is primary or secondary. Okay, so that is most preferable, most appropriate. वैसे तो PCC you can use over here also, there is no problem. ठीक है? By dehydrogenation of alcohols, if we can dehydrogenate, यानी हाइड्रोजन गैस को अगर हम निकाल लेते हैं alcohol से, then also we will get the aldehyde and ketones. So in this method, alcohol vapors are passed over heavy metal catalysts like silver or copper. This is also known as heated copper. Out of this Ag and copper is more used. Primary and secondary alcohol gives aldehyde and ketones. Yes. So RCH2OH, if it heated copper, that means 573 Kelvin पे जब copper के ऊपर इसके वेपर को, alcohol के वेपर को पास कराते हैं, we get the aldehyde, and similarly for the secondary we will get the ketones. Now next is by ozonolysis of alkenes, and that is a very good method to get the to use in conversion. Okay, in very less step we can get the from alkane to aldehyde, or from alkene to aldehyde we will get it. Okay, this is I'm giving you the trick only. Okay, the double bond, wherever the double bond is there, suppose that it is attached, plus ozone. So what will happen? it is passed through zinc dust. So the side product is ZnO for sure, एक product, and it will give you mixture of aldehydes. दोनों aldehyde हो सकते हैं, same or different, depend. Ketones, दो ketones हो सकते हैं, same or different, और aldehyde and ketone हो सकते हैं, मतलब one aldehyde and one ketone it will be. Got it? So ये याद रखना हमेशा, it will give you two products. Ozonolysis of alkenes will always give two products. Either it may be 2 mole for the same compound, or it will be 1 mole for two different compounds. Okay, so what we do, this ozone, we break one bond. Let me use other color which will give you what we do. एक bond को break करने के बाद we will give one bond break करने के बाद this we make as like that one oxygen is going to attach with the both carbon, and another bond if breaks, it gives this oxygen and these two oxygen will attach. So be very careful. It alkenes and alkynes both undergo ozonolysis, but if we talk about alkenes, both the double, like जो भी double bond है वहाँ पे पूरे दोनों bond टूट जाएंगे. But if it is triple bond, so one bond will remain in between. Got it? Okay, so what will happen this, and now when it is passed through zinc dust, so this is going to form ZnO, and ये bond free हो जाएगा. So this bond will shift on this oxygen over here, और ये bond break हो जाएगा. So it is going to give, ये दोनों carbon अलग अलग हो गए, isn't it? Two carbons different, and this is attached with the, यहाँ जो भी attached होगा further whatever, one hydrogen यहाँ पे, that is double bond over here. Clear? Is it clear? And similarly this one will obviously यहाँ पे एक hydrogen तो होगा ही ना, let me, ठीक है? So this hydrogen, or it may be another compound also, like R it can be. So this is and double bond. So this is going to give you two aldehydes. Okay, if it is like ये alkene जो हो गया, अगर हमने इस alkene को suppose that, let me use an example यहाँ पे use किया गया, you can see that now you'll get it properly. This जो भी double bond है, that is going to break, oxygen will be there and attach. The simple method is that double bond को break करो and just attach the oxygen on that double bonded carbon. You will get the final product very easily. Okay, this is the mechanism, whatever I have explained over here, this is the mechanism, and just direct product को get करने के लिए कैसे क्या होगा. So wherever the double bond is there, just break this double bond and put the oxygen on this carbon. That's it. So I have broken over here, and that is oxygen here, double bond oxygen, and you'll get this. Similarly, this is the compound CH double bond. So double bond break कर दो, दोनों के side oxygen, that means CHO, and this is going to be directly cyclohexanone. Yes, sometime it is asked question ki what will be the what will be the alkene if these are the two products. So whenever, like, if suppose that the question is that one is giving RCHO and another is giving RC double bond OR dash. Okay, this is the ozonolysis product. Find the alkene. Alkene kya hoga? So for that, what you will do, just write in the way so that both oxygen will come together, will come in front of each other. Okay, so let me write like this. Can I write? Now next thing, you just remove this oxygen and extend this double bond, and you'll get the alkene over here. Any doubt in this? Okay, चलिए. So now next is by hydration of alkynes. Alkynes को जब हम hydrate करते हैं, then also we will get this. Enol we will get. First we will get enol, and enol on tautomerization will give you aldehyde and ketone. So acetylene on hydration gives acetaldehyde, and other alkynes on hydration gives ketones. This is the point to be learned. Short trick के लिए, short MCQ के लिए, acetylene will give you aldehyde, acetaldehyde देगा. बाकी if any other alkynes we are using, that will give you ketones. Clear? How ketoenol mechanism will be used over here? So first it will give you an enol, and then put ketone around there. So acetylene will give you acetaldehyde directly, and any other will give you ketone. So this reaction is done in presence of HgSO4, H2SO4 के presence में हम ये करते हैं reaction को. Okay. चलिए, now the next thing, by heating calcium salt of acid. किसी भी acid की calcium salt को, if we will heat that, it will give you aldehyde, ketones or like this. So the first thing is that to obtain acetaldehyde or to obtain aldehyde, we have to use calcium formate or any other salt of acid. See, if you want aldehyde, अगर आपको aldehyde चाहिए तो one component must be calcium formate and another आप कोई भी salt ले सकते हैं. You can take it formate, you can take it acetate, any other. ठीक है, it will give you aldehyde. Okay, like this is that calcium formate and this is how it will be. This should be written like this: O C double bond O R, and again this is O C double bond O R. Okay, this is calcium formate. Calcium here it is acetate. Okay, formate के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? This is calcium O C double bond O H. This is going to be formate. Okay, so if we'll do that on heating, it will give you calcium carbonate. It is not CO2, it is CaCO3. Calcium carbonate will come out. So what will happen? CaCO3. Similarly, this is CaCO3. Okay. So what left? RCOH. So this is going to give you RC double bond OH. Similarly, in this way, RC double bond OH. Yani ki 2 moles of aldehyde you will get. If any other we will use, agar suppose that CS3 I am using, 2 moles of calcium acetate I will take. So CS3 here I will use, isn't it? This will give you ketone, CS3. So if any other calcium salt we are taking other than this calcium formate, then it will give you ketones. Clear? To get the aldehyde, one component of calcium salt must be calcium formate. Clear? Next is by decarboxylation and dehydration of aromatic acid. So decarboxylation, that means carbon dioxide gas, and dehydration, that means water will come out to form for the aromatic acid. So here this is C6H5COH. When it reacts with any other acid, formic acid, so what will happen in presence of MnO at 300 degrees Celsius? This will give you CO2 will come out, and there it will be converted into H2O. This will be one oxygen will come out, and this H2H2. So H2O and CO2 will come out, and this is C6H5CH will left out. Similarly, in this case, if we are using acetic acid, so what will happen? This will give you the ketone, not the aldehyde. Okay, so similarly to get the aldehyde out of these two like acid, one aromatic acid should be there, and other jo hum any aliphatic salt aliphatic acid we are taking, so out of that should be one formic acid, then only it will give you the aldehyde, otherwise it will give you ketone. Clear? So I hope it is clear. Chaliye, next thing, from acyl chloride. Acyl chloride, that means RCOCl. So can you tell me what is that reaction? Yes, you got it very correctly. That is Rosenman reduction. When we do in presence of PDBSO4, yes, poisoned with sulfur, that we will do. But this question is this is different thing. From acyl chloride RMgX, when cadmium chloride is going to react, it is giving you dialkyl cadmium, and साथ में ये product. Now this dialkyl cadmium, when reacts with acyl chloride, it will give you ketone and calcium chloride. वापस से we will get. Got it? So calcium chloride, if we are using, so this will be react with the Grignard reagent. Sometime a question can be asked that Grignard reagent plus dash change into this product will be there, and then it reacts with acyl chloride के साथ आपको क्या product बनेगा? So just remember it. When Grignard reagent reacts with cadmium chloride, it gives dialkyl cadmium, and साथ में magnesium complex will give. When this dialkyl cadmium reacts with acyl chloride, it will give you ketones. Okay, plus calcium chloride. Next is from nitrile. Nitrile, that means one example I forgot to write here, that is Rosenman reduction. Let me write over here. When acyl chloride reacts with, undergoes reduction, we can say, okay, undergoes reduction in presence of PDBSO4 poisoned with sulfur. sulfur, this will give you RCHO. Okay, so this is Rosenman reduction. This is also named as acid chloride भी इसको कहा जाता है. This is acyl chloride or acid chloride. Okay, we both are same thing. This is acid chloride and acyl chloride. See how it will form. This is acid. Okay, when reacts with HCl, so this H2O will come out and this Cl will be attached. This will give you. So this is also known as acyl chloride as well as acid chloride. Clear? We will mention it again. This is mentioned in later slides, so we'll understand over there also. Chaliye, by the time. Next is from nitriles. Nitriles, that means CN. Okay, CN. So when CN reacts with nitriles, when reacts with Grignard reagent, then it gives aldehyde. Got it? And ketone like this. So here it is CH3, CH2, CN, C triple bond, and Grignard reagent. We can use any Grignard reagent. Accordingly, it will give you the ketone. Okay. When it reacts with ether presence, this is going to shift over here. Here it is minus and here it is plus. This will break, it is plus and this is minus. So addition product, it will give you C6H5 is going to attach over here and NMGBr. When it undergoes hydrolysis, this N with the 3 hydrogen will come from NH3, ammonia gas, and OH, 1 OH out of 3 OH, 1 OH will form this MgOHBr, and another will be, let me write this, when it is undergoes hydrolysis, that means 3 water molecules we provide. Okay, so 3 H plus and 3 OH minus. So out of this 3 H plus, ye to nitrogen is going to form ammonia, and out of 3 OH, 1 OH will attach with this to give MgOHBr, and 2 OH will be left out. So this 2 bond is free. Now it will attach to CH3, CH2, COH and OH, and another is C6H5. And we know that at single carbon, 2 OH group is not stable. So what will happen? This will form water molecules and this bond will shift over here. So it is going to give you C double bond O over here. Clear? Similarly, if I am asking that if I want to make a aldehyde, this should be aldehyde. Okay, अगर हमें aldehyde बनाना होगा, so what we can say, क्या कर सकते हैं इस by using this, ये पूरे इक्वेशन को. So इसमें से which can be, like हमें क्या करना होगा, if this can be placed, या तो इसको हम place कर दे H से replace कर दे, या इसको replace कर दे H से. So this is a part of Grignard reagent, and Grignard reagent में R का होना जरूरी है. It cannot be H. Are you getting it? So Grignard reagent तो होगा ही, RMGBX X we have to use. This cyanide should be what? It should not be alkyl nitrile, it should be HCN. If I'm using HCN, we will get aldehyde. Instead of this carbon के साथ this H is only attached, any H over here, so CHO, aldehyde will be there. So to get aldehyde from this method, the HCN should react with the RMGX, Grignard reagent के साथ इसको react करना होगा. Clear? चलिए, now the next thing, Friedel-Crafts acylation. So this one is like benzene on benzene, if it reacts with RCOCl, that is acid chloride or acyl chloride, we can say that. That's why it is called acylation. Okay, so this R can be any aliphatic or aromatic. Accordingly, it will give you the जो भी ketone होगा, accordingly it will give you aromatic or aliphatic. So what will happen? This HCl with the H will come out as a HCl. Okay, and this group is going to attach on the benzene ring with this carbon. So इस carbon से attach हो जाएगा. So let me write an example. अगर suppose that benzene and I am using C6H5COCl. So what it is going to give? It is going to give, yes, benzophenone, isn't it? C double bond O, and this is going to attach C6H5. Or last में HCl will come out. Any problem in this? Okay. Now open or oxidation. This is, I have explained this in the video also. I hope you got it over there. So in this case, the secondary alcohol and the ketone, when it reacts with aluminium complex के साथ जब ये react करता है, तो then it gives ketone, and isopropyl alcohol it will give you. So okay, you can see that how it is. Secondary alcohol will oxidize into ketone form. Okay, and this ये जो है since it is, this is going to be oxidized, and the जो ketone use करेंगे that will be reduced. So it is an example of oxidation reduction and redox reaction, and in this the aluminum complex will act as a catalyst, redox reagent की तरह काम करेगा, और secondary alcohol will give you the ketone, and ketone will reduce to secondary alcohol. Now from acid chlorides, acyl chloride and acid chloride both are same thing, but since name are different, like written like this, so student may confuse in that. So that's why I have made the two heading, but both are same thing. Acid chloride is also finally going to give you RCOCl. It will be named as, and this is also named as acyl chloride. Aldehydes are prepared from acid chloride by reaction with H2 in presence of palladium catalyst supported on BaSO4 poisoned with sulfur also we have to mention. Got it? Sulfur act as a depressant over here. It act as a what we say, inhibitor. Okay. So that reaction is known as Rosenman reduction. We can see that RCOCl plus H2 PdVSO4 boiling xylene, somewhere you can get it. This is also inhibitor. Okay, it's poisoned with sulfur, and then it will give you RCHO HCl. So this reaction is known as Rosenman reaction, or better we can say Rosenman reduction. Okay, because it is an example of reduction. So we can say like this. Ketones are obtained by reacting acid chloride with dialkyl cadmium. अगर हम dialkyl, जो कि मैंने आपको वहाँ समझाया था, if I will use dialkyl cadmium, it will give you only ketone. But if we want to acyl chloride से अगर हमें aldehyde बनाना है, so we have to use this Rosenman reduction. And if we will use, if we have to prepare ketones, we can use the dialkyl cadmium by the same method which we have done in previous slide. So like this is the example. Okay. Now from fatty acid and carboxylic acid, actually they are also same. Carboxylic acid, we say that the aliphatic carbon or aliphatic chain is smaller, but if we talk about the fatty acid, then we say that the organic chain or the carbon chain will be long. That's it. That is only difference. Okay, chaliye. So by heating calcium salt of fatty acid, we will get the what? Aldehyde or ketone, and this can also be mentioned like before we have done from the salt, calcium salt. So that is the same reaction. That is also called dry distillation. It is also called dry distillation. Whenever we talk about dry distillation में calcium carbonate will be a side product. Okay, so अगर हम heat करने के बाद अगर if we are heating and we are getting the CaCO3 as a side product, that can be considered as a dry distillation. So aldehyde are prepared by calcium salt of fatty acid with calcium formate. कोई भी और calcium salt आप ले सकते हो. Along with the calcium formate we have to take. One component must be calcium formate. And if we are not using calcium formate, then it will give you another it will give you ketones, not aldehyde. Aldehyde के लिए we have to use calcium salt. Out of that, one component must be calcium formate only. So like this. Yes. And that we right now in previous slide I have explained. So CaCO3, and here it is CaCO3. It will give you like this. Clear? Chaliye. So now the next thing is ketones are formed by distilling calcium formate of fatty acid alone. किसी भी दो मतलब like formate को छोड़कर हम कोई भी acid ले लेते हैं 2 मोल, तो we will get the ketones. So like this, calcium का अगर calcium acetate हमने ले लिया तो यहाँ से CaCO3 निकल जाएगा, and this will give you even on 1 mole also it will give you. अगर हम 2 moles लेंगे तो भी यही देगा, 2 moles देगा with the 2 moles of calcium carbonate and 2 moles of ketone will get. So single अगर हम use करते हैं तब भी we will get like this. Yes. Similarly, in mixed ketone can also be obtained by similar reaction. For mixed ketone के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, 2 different fatty acids, calcium salt of fatty acids हमें लेना पड़ेगा. We have to take 2 different calcium salt of fatty acid, then we will get the mixed ketones. Yes, both the alkyl group will be different. Like in this case, I have used calcium acetate, and here it is calcium propanoate. So this is going to give you the mixed of ketone, isn't it? Same way, CaCO3, and it will be give like this. नेक्स्ट इज bypassing वेपर्स ऑफ फैटी एसिड ओवर मैग्नीज ऑक्साइड. अगर हम फैटी एसिड के लाइक वेपर्स को if we are passing through the manganese oxide, what we will get? In that case also we will get the aldehyde mixture of in this method formic acid alone gives formaldehyde. अगर formic acid सिर्फ होगा तो वो formaldehyde देगा, but if acetic acid अगर हम use करते हैं तो it will give you acetone, and अगर mixture of two acid use करते हैं then it will give you acetaldehyde. Okay, so how? Let's see. Formic acid on reaction with manganese oxide will be act as a reducing agent over here. So this will form into 2 moles of formic acid, will convert into 1 mole of formaldehyde, and another water and carbon dioxide will come out, act as a dehydrating agent over here. So water will come out and carbon dioxide gas will also evolve. If you will use acetic acid 2 moles, so this will give you acetone and along with this water and carbon dioxide. But if you will to use another like 2 different acids like acetic acid and formic acid, then it will give you acetaldehyde. If we are using mixture of acid, then one component must be formic acid to get the formaldehyde in every case. ये याद रखना आपको, ठीक है, चाहे वो we are doing the dry distillation or whatever, there should be formic acid. One salt or one acid should be formic. Okay, so if you are doing this is going to give you carbon dioxide and H2O will come out, and this will result in acetaldehyde formation. I hope it is clear. So be careful about this, when it will give you formaldehyde, when it will give you ketone, and when it will give you like acetaldehyde. There is a fixed thing. Okay, so now the next topic is physical and chemical properties. Physical properties today we will do, and chemical properties we will do in the next video. Okay, so about the physical properties, the first point is like what is this methanol, the physical state. Yes, so methanol is a gas at room temperature, and its 40% aqueous solution is known as formalin. That this is the important thing. 40% aqueous solution of methanol is formalin, which is used for preserving the biological specimens. Yes, even you have seen in the biology lab also the chemical in which the species are kept, that is formalin. Okay, it is a reducing agent. I am talking about the formaldehyde, methanol. It is a reducing agent and used in silvering of mirror and decolorizing wet dyes. जो डाइज होते हैं उनको अगर हम डिकलराइज करने के लिए भी यूज किया था, और सिल्वरिंग ऑफ मिरर, दैट मीन्स मिरर के पीछे जो सिल्वर कोटिंग की जाती है, सो दिस इज यूज्ड, formaldehyde is used. Now next thing is ethanol. Ethanol is a volatile liquid, and other aldehydes and ketones are liquid or solid at room temperature. It can be liquid or solid भी होते हैं कुछ, मतलब like as the molecular mass increases they convert into the solid state at the room temperature. But ethanol and methanol, they are the important things, so that's why it is mentioned. Now the boiling point of aldehydes and ketones are higher than that of hydrocarbons, than that of ethers, than that of chloroalkane also, haloalkanes also, but they have less boiling point than the alcohol and acid. Got it? So why they have high boiling point? Because of high magnitude of dipole interaction. So that's why they have higher boiling point than the hydrocarbons, ethers and haloalkanes. But if I am talking about the lower one, why they have, like this is the next point, aldehyde and ketones have lower boiling point than those of alcohols or of similar molecular mass, and acid also, that will mention in the acid part also, and acids too. Why? Because of absence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Alcohol and acid can form a hydrogen bond, but aldehyde cannot form hydrogen bond. So that's why, due to the absence of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, their boiling point are less than or lesser than acid and alcohols. Clear? The lower number of aldehydes and ketones are miscible with water, because non-polar part जो होते हैं वो थोड़े छोटे होते हैं, थोड़े less होते हैं, so that's why they are miscible with water. But as the number of number of carbon increases, the non-polar part increases, and hence their solubility decreases. ठीक है, because of increase of non-polar part, that means carbon chain के increase होने की वजह से. Next is acetophenone is a hypnotic, you know that is called sleeping producing drug, or hypnotize करने के लिए जो हम use किया था, so that is acetophenone. Okay, so used as a medicine under the name of hyponone. So acetophenone is a hypnotic, you have done in chemistry in everyday life, although it is like deleted from the syllabus for this year, but in starting only you have done this. So I hope that is in your mind. Okay, hypnotic क्या होते हैं? So they are sleep producing drugs होते हैं, and they hypnotize कर लेते हैं, they like we can say that under influence आ जाते हैं. So sometime in the like surgery, in times of medicines also, psychiatrists especially, they use this medicine. Okay, hypnone. So that's it for today, class. Thank you. And next up is chemical properties that we will do in the next video. So hope whatever I have explained today, you got it. We'll meet in next video. Till then, thank you, class.